I just watched a video of one of the channels that I subscribe to, that Simmons, who was exposing BP, has now been killed. That we do have weapons that can make somebody appear like they've had a heart attack when they didn't have a heart attack, which is really odd because what causes a heart to just stop? What is the disease of a heart attack? And if you can kind of wake up to what every illness is, a lot of it is where when a heart is being attacked, I mean, that is your life force. That is what makes you run this body that you're experiencing life with. But there's more to this life than just this body. You have a consciousness, you have a knowing. And a lot of people aren't really understanding what death is. And we're going for this eternal life thing, and we are basically trapped into this experience of life with this body. But you can experience this life experience with or without this body. I mean, they've already known scientifically that as soon as you die, there's a weight gone. You lose a certain amount of weight. Something is going someplace the second you die, which is your consciousness. And you can't kill that. Your spirit, who you are, everything that makes you who you are cannot be killed. But when you die with the consciousness that you have. It's not like you're going to be awakening to anything new after you die. It's not like you go to heaven after you die. And that is sort of explained by a lot of people that have had death experiences and come back to life. That's by people that can actually talk with dead people. That is a reality. There are people that can actually see dead people and they are talking with them. That is a real experience. And it's really, really hard to talk about it because it's like we don't have the comprehension to try and understand that concept. But you basically are on this earth to develop your consciousness, to learn more about this whole life experience. And death is part of life. I mean, your spirit, you're getting to know your own personal spirit. You're developing your spirit through this body and without this body, but you're not experiencing anything after you die. And I feel like I'm gonna put this message out there because I'm putting a lot of stuff out there that, oh, maybe somebody might want to kill me. And I have no fear of that because I know nobody can kill my spirit. And I know that once I lose this body, I've already evolved in my own personal consciousness to know what to do with or without this body. Now, we do have the ability to haunt people. We do have the ability to inspire other people. And you're more powerful when you can't be seen. So it's like anybody that wants to even end my life, it's like you only make me a lot more powerful because my spirit can't be killed. And I know the power of my spirit, and I know that I can influence it. I can get into your mind and make you do things without you even seeing me there. That is the power of spirit. So, some of these people, like Michael Jackson, who died, he didn't really get it. He didn't really, it was the thing that killed him. He ended up killing himself by taking the medication that, yeah, he was definitely influenced to take through this human experience. So it's not like he's going to be on another side that's going to influence anybody on the other side. He's still going to be stuck in the consciousness that he's aware of. But he'll probably come back and have a rebirth and develop his awareness, his soul experience. So it's like I have no fear of death because if and when any circumstances of my death, it's like, okay, now I can work in invisible. I can do the same thing with a lot more power, and you can be sure that I will know exactly who is playing this game, and I'll be sure to be messing with their dreams. I'll be sure to be messing with what inspires them to do whatever actions they do. And the whole lesson is unconditional love. You know, these people that are doing a lot of harm, they are lacking love. So I know if I was in the death experience, the only thing I'm going to do is inspire them to feel what it feels like to feel love. And that's something they don't want to feel. They don't have compassion. They are, you know, aren't aware of their own soul and the purpose of their own soul. But through death, I can definitely make that inspiration to them while they're having this human experience. You got to kind of look at them. They're all dying. They're all trying to survive artificially through, you know, taking somebody else's body. But even if somebody else is dead and they take somebody else's heart, science is definitely proving that if you put somebody else's heart inside you, you will have urges. You will start eating the same type of foods. You'll start doing things that whatever the person whose heart you've taken does. So you can definitely inspire somebody. You can definitely motivate people on a stronger level um, through death. You know, it is freaking wild, but start looking, investigating heart transplants. I wouldn't be taking anybody's heart unless you wanted to experience the heart of the person you're taking. Or, you know, if somebody was lacking love and you take their heart, then um, you may experience the hardships that they went through if you're not aware and transform that heart of the person that you took in. But do some research on transplants because it is really powerful shit. Like you don't think just with your mind. Every cell in your body has a consciousness. Your consciousness lives in the cells of your body. So it's like if I die, it's like take my heart. You know, you'll have a piece of my consciousness in you. But even if I don't have this body experience, I can still be a major influence. So it's like if I ever die, it's like don't everybody be sad or whatever. It's like start partying because then I'd be a lot more powerful and everything that I want to do, I will be able to do with a lot more force. So it's like bring it on. If anybody wants to even kill me for unfolding the big picture, it's like come on, I dare ya. You know, like kill me. I'll be more powerful in my death than I would be in my life, which means more than likely they won't kill me because they know I'm limited in what I can do in this body form. This body form is definitely very limiting. But it is our process of learning and developing our consciousness, our soul. And there is an evolution to our soul. And a lot of religious people will think I'm from Satan, and it's like, okay, whatever. You be the judge because it's pretty friggin' interesting. And I know it's really wild. But do some research. Look at experience, near death experiences. Look at some people that have some talent in being able to communicate with the dead. Find out, are they able to, through their communication, find out things that nobody else knows about, or they wouldn't be able to find those things out. Um, Look at transplants and what they experience when they have different transplants. There is so much science out there that says this is true. This is not fiction. It's just really, really wild stuff that you've never heard of before. And when somebody introduces something completely wild, it'll sound a little crazy, but it's not. It's true. You just don't know it. Peace.